Hello, we are here for one more lesson of this AxisVM training course. The topic for today will be something called the model editor. This is a compilation of a lot of ideas and topics that were mentioned already in all the previous lessons. Anyway, because we are inside a new group of videos that we explained in the previous one, that is a preprocessor. So under that big topic, it is important to recover some of the ideas that we talked already. So to talk a little about this, I've used one of the standard drawings of AxisVM. So this is something that it's installed with the software. It could be any other drawing, so I think this is a nice one, so I'm using this one. So to talk about this model editor, we need to start mentioning that every time AxisVM starts, the graphical user interface is ready for geometry editing, as you may guess. In case of a new model, you have different views. This is not a new model, okay, this is an existent one, but in case of a new model, you've seen already these views that we can set, or even a perspective view. Okay. In case of an existing model, the latest view settings will be loaded. So if you save it in a specific view, when it's opened, the software will recover that view. So besides that, we can use all the range of commands that the software puts available for the user. So, and that is the creation or editing process to prepare the elements to make a calculation. Okay, just a couple of highlights on the structure of this program interface. So on top of this, we have the model name and the location path. These menus here, it's what we can call the top menu bar. We can have several other elements, like, for example, this area here, which is the coordinate window. We have this guy here, which is an information window about what is going on in our model. We have all of this area where we have our model, and this is the graphical area, the graphics area, or graphical area, as you may call it. We have these guys, these kind of icons here, and we've seen them already. These are specific toolbars for handling the elements of the software, of the drawing. Pardon. We have other dialog windows that appear in specific conditions. For example, if after we get a result, if we have, for example, I'm not sure what this has, as a surface is 2D, so we can have this kind of window, as we talked already previously, that is a color legend window that has some properties that you may work with. And for other things like selections, so we can have other movable dialog boxes on this. We have also in this area below something called the context sensitive help messages. When we go into different things, we get messages under here. And finally, we have also this area, which we call as the area of the speed buttons, which in fact are a couple of shortcuts to get different things on the software. In this topic, that we call this model editor. It is important to mention again, we've already show it, but it is important to mention again the possibility to have a multi-window mode, which is particularly useful, especially when we have models with a certain degree of complexity. So this is very easy to work with, so we can split the window horizontally or vertically. So in case of any particular, let me delete this one, we can have an orientation and handling split it from window to window, even that we are working on the same model. And if we have more than one monitor or a big screen, then it's very useful, and we can see it in these big models and so on. It's very interesting both. As we create this multi-window display, we can have also the handling regarding closing or not some of the windows and managing all of this information. So to introduce this topic, I think these highlights are enough. We will continue to see some particular uses and some particular topics of the software in the next lessons, still under this preprocessor group of information, if we can call it like that. In case of any help, let us know. You know already our contacts.